served the community of Bishop Blanchette and the class of 2016 as principal. Tonight I have the distinct pleasure of presiding over these commencement exercises. Before we begin tonight's proceedings, I have a few requests and announcements. Please silence all cell phones and other noise-making devices. Babies excluded, of course. In just a few moments, the graduates, the faculty and staff of Bishop Blanchette will process down the center aisle. In order for everyone to have the best possible view, particularly those on the floor, please remain seated. You are certainly allowed to take pictures of the processional, and by remaining seated, more of you will be able to do so. Yet, Louis Photography will be taking pictures of each graduate up here as they receive their diploma. The photography studio will contact you regarding information about a photo purchase, so please remain seated during the conferral of diplomas. Our complete graduation ceremony will be videotaped, and a copy may be purchased at the main school office. And so now, sit back, enjoy, reflect, and relish the sense of pride we all share in these wonderful young men and women who are the BBH class of 2016. Again, remain seated as we begin the BBHS band to play our procession. invocation to the national anthem. Good evening. The colors, the papal flag, and our cross are being presented tonight by members of the senior class. The cross, which Vincent Nguyen, St. Vincent de Paul co-president, carries and presents tonight is a clear reminder of the unique character and specific philosophy of our school. The mission here at Bishop Blanchette is the mission of Christ, to further the development of young men and women in the image and likeness of God, their Creator. The papal flag, which Riley Newman and Lily DePietro, Brave Connection Core 4 leaders, carry and present tonight, is the flag of our church. It is the papal flag which bears upon it the Pope's seal, the keys of the kingdom of heaven. The flag is a reminder of our specific tradition, history, and identity within the larger Christian community, the Roman Catholic identity. The American flag, presented by Eric Nielsen, ASB President, is the flag of our nation. It is a symbol of the freedom we have to learn and educate ourselves so that we may lead our country in the years to come. It is a visible reminder that we live as one nation under God. The invocation will be given by salutatorian Lily DePietro.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving Father, we gather today in your name as a united community, celebrating a bittersweet event. The graduates before you are excited for the future, but also leaving the community we have been a part of for the last 4 years. Together we have endured the dreaded unified schedule, been fierce competitors during Tradition Week, participated in spirited sporting events and grand theatrical productions, and so much more. Graduation marks the end of the life we know, the conclusion to the memories we have made at Bishop Blanchette, and the loss of the daily contact we have had with one another that might have often been overlooked. We have been through a lot as a class. We have shared moments of tremendous happiness as well as deep sorrow. Through these moments, Lord, you have supported us and guided us to your love as well as the love of other people. This support has prepared us for the next chapter of our lives. Today is the beginning of a new story, one filled with new memories, new roles, and new moments. Despite the big changes my fellow graduates and I are constantly reminded they are coming our way, let us take this time to be present, Lord. Guide us to reflect, celebrate, and be thankful for the blessings you have showered upon us and the things we have accomplished with the talents you have given us. When we doubt ourselves, remind us of the richness of the past 4 years and the lessons we have learned, both in and, more importantly, out of the classroom. Lord, you gave us the talents, the abilities, and the self-discipline that allow us to accomplish any achievement we will ever know. And for that, we thank you. God, we give thanks and appreciate the people who are gathered in our honor tonight. We are grateful to you for the family, friends, classmates, teachers, staff, and administration who have played such a pivotal role in forming the young women and men we are today. Without them, we would not be prepared to face the exciting future before us. Help us also remember those people close to our hearts who are not here with us tonight, especially our classmates, Molly and Nick, who have touched us in their own way through their brave spirits. We know that these are the people who are present and looking down on us tonight, as well as watching out for us in many unseen ways. God, because of your great love for us, we are prepared. Prepared to take the next step in our journey, prepared to be fearless when pursuing our dreams, but most of all, prepared to remember that no matter what obstacles we will face in the next step, we have not only you watching over us, but our angels, saints, and loved ones surrounding us. We thank you that we can look to both heaven and to earth for unwavering guidance and support, today and always. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
anthem will be performed by the Bishop Blanchett Band under the direction of Mr. Sean Richards.
Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Tony DeSapio, and I serve the Bishop Blanchett community as president. On behalf of the entire Bishop Blanchett faculty and staff, welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2016. To every one of our parents, welcome and thank you for your commitment and all the sacrifices you have made over these years, and for your prayers as you've walked with us in giving your child the gift of a Catholic education. To all the grandparents, relatives, and friends, welcome and thank you for joining in the tremendous spirit and proud legacy of Bishop Blanchett. And we bring to mind our loved ones who are not with us tonight, particularly those who have passed on to eternal life. We bring them into our hearts, remembering in a special way this evening grandparents, parents, siblings, and colleagues. To each of my colleagues on the faculty and staff, my deepest thanks for the countless hours of personal sacrifice and professional dedication that you have poured into the formation of these young men and women. And to our graduating seniors, at this very moment of moving from high school students to brave alumni, congratulations on reaching this important milestone, and thank you for what each of you have contributed in your own unique ways to this brave community. Tonight it is my honor and privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Nandi Gustason, a proud member of the Bishop Blanchett class of 2007. Born and raised in South Africa, Nandi left her home country and immigrated to the United States during her freshman year of high school. Through her personal persistence and the grace of God at work in her life, Nandi transferred to Bishop Blanchett at the start of her sophomore year. As a Brave, Nandi discovered her passion for creating positive social change and inspiring others to do the same. Nandi got her start as a young social entrepreneur here at Bishop Blanchett, successfully raising money and awareness for the humanitarian crisis in Darfur, Sudan. For her efforts, Nandi received the Washington Youth Philanthropist of the Year Award in 2007. In 2008, Nandi was awarded the Youth Venture Startup Grant that helped her found the Hand and Heart organization. Later in 2008, Nandi was chosen to work alongside the Dalai Lama, was recognized in a letter from the South African president, and in 2009 was named USA Young Immigrant of the Year for incredible contributions she made to the world at such a young age. Nandi graduated with distinction from the University of Washington with degrees in business administration and sociology. She was awarded the Howard D. Woolston Award for academic excellence and was chosen to be the graduation speaker at her commencement ceremony. Today, Nandi works as a project manager, senior associate for PricewaterhouseCoopers, and is currently managing several anti-corruption projects at Microsoft. Nandi aspires to continue putting her talents, knowledge, and unique life experiences toward making a difference in the lives of others, both in her professional life and personal life. Please join me in welcoming home a fellow brave, Nandi Stacy.
Hi everyone. Wow, I can't even begin to explain to you guys how surreal it is to stand here in front of you 9 years later. Just to be in these halls where I formed into a human being, and in the school that I loved so dearly, to see my old teachers, and to have my mom here in the audience all the way from South Africa, and my dear friends. And most importantly, to be able to stand here in front of you and say, congratulations, class of 2016. Over the past month or so, I've had the unique experience to be able to meet with some of your classmates and get to know you as a class a little bit. Some of the difficult experiences and hardship and losses you guys have had to encounter in your short time here. And it's no surprise that as a result, you guys also are one of the most special, unique, hardworking, resilient classes that have ever walked these hallways. And as we were going back and forth getting to know each other, we came across 5 themes that I would like to speak to you guys today about. These are the 5 things you guys and I have in common. The first one I want to talk about is faith. So whether you believe in God or a higher power or nothing and yourself, it's this notion that your time here on earth is meaningful and has a purpose. And so every moment, good or bad, that happens in your life, it's all part of the journey. It's all part of this purpose, this unique purpose that you were put here on earth to fulfill. In your 20s that's coming up, you will find many moments of hardship, detours, disappointment. It's a crazy time. But I want you guys to know that there really is no thing as a wrong turn or a mistake. It's really all part of the journey, and it's all part of your life purpose. Which leads me to my next theme, which is open-mindedness. This concept of there are many paths leading to the same destination. I want you guys to remember this because this can apply to many things in life. Religion, culture, your career choices. There are many different paths you can take in life, and I really want to encourage you, class of 2016, to not just take the path that Google Maps tells you to take or that society tells you to take. I want you to take the path that is right for you, no matter what. I want you to be brave enough to follow your gut and to sometimes even carve out the path if there's no path that's right for you. After all, we're all better off if we take different paths. Just imagine if we all took the same road, how congested things will get, and really we wouldn't get anywhere in the race. The next topic I want to talk to you guys about is the concept of resilience. And I think this is something you, class of 2016, know better than most classes that have walked these halls before you. As I mentioned, I learned some of the difficult experiences and losses that you've had to encounter in your 4 years. And I think you also know today, sitting here, that it's those very experiences that created you as individuals and the class. It's those very experiences that embed in you the culture that you have as a class, the things that these teachers and your underclassmen actually will remember you by. And And this is because every difficult challenge in life is actually a blessing in disguise, because it's during these times that we really grow. We get an opportunity to learn about ourselves, to learn about life, and to develop certain coping mechanisms and strengths to help us and be better equipped to deal with the next challenge that life throws our way. I encourage you to make note of this, to realize what an important impact these difficult times had on you and in your formation. And I want you to remember that the next time and throughout your 20s when you have setbacks and when life knocks you down to the floor. I want you to welcome tough times, because these tough times will only make you stronger. The next topic I want to talk to you guys about is something that I personally have always had in my life. It's been following me around, and I know you guys are very familiar with this topic as well, and that is persistence. I truly believe that if there's something you want, a dream or goal, and you believe in yourself, and you just continue at it, and you simply refuse to take no as an answer, and you keep at it until you accomplish it, I think anything in life is possible. I got my first taste of this when I first moved to the States. I was unfortunately placed in a pretty terrible school for the first 3 months. You know, on top of culture shocks and all these things, it was just not a great fit for me. And during those 3 months, I realized that my goal that summer was going to be to find a new school, no matter what. So I spent my whole summer literally looking for a school, searching, and I kept coming across a school called Bishop Blanchette. And quite serendipitously, we actually ended up moving from Queen Anne to Green Lake. And, you know, being new in the country, not knowing where anything is, I was just walking around the neighborhood, exploring, and I kid you not, 5 blocks away from my house, there was this beautiful school, and I was like, oh, okay, what school is this? And it was Bishop Blanchette. And I knew in that moment that it was meant to be, that there wasn't a thing that was going to stop me, that I was going to do whatever it took to come to this school. And so at the young age of 14, I walked in here alone, because my dad was actually back in South Africa at that time. I walked in here alone, and I asked whoever was working in the front office, was Ms. Zadra at the time, you know, what I could do to come to the school. And since it was very late in the year, it was September, she told me pretty much no. All the spots have been filled, all the aid have been given out, you know, back in January for that school year. And you know, it was a moment of being knocked to the ground. That's, you know, this is what I needed to do. I didn't want to go back to my old school. I was on the wait list for 2 other schools. And I remember going home and just purely deciding, I'm just not going to take no for an answer. I'm just going to keep coming back and bugging them. And I'm just going to try and talk to whoever I possibly could until I get led into the school. And that's pretty much what happened. And after weeks of this, I got a phone call from Ms. Zadra saying that I've been accepted to Blanchette and that they're giving me a scholarship, without which I wouldn't have been able to attend Blanchette whatsoever. Since that very moment, but by the way, like, that ended up being just a life-changing moment for me, because Blanchette was the most perfect fit for me. It is really truly here that I found my faith. I found my place in the world. I discovered my passion for community service, and I was really able to develop into the person that I am today. And I realized in this very moment that was going to be how I was going to do pretty much everything in my life from that moment forward. And I encourage you guys to have the same kind of grit in life. If there's something you want, don't let anybody tell you it's impossible. Don't let anybody tell you you can't, you're too this, you're too little of this. Decide what you want and go for it. And don't take no for an answer, and keep going. Try everything you possibly can until you accomplish it. And remember that sometimes no is just actually a delayed yes. The next topic I want to get to, and this is the one that's most dear to my heart, and I think the most important, and that is gratefulness and giving back. No matter how overwhelmed you may feel at any moment in time during your 20s, and you might feel that things are just really bad and you can't go on, just always please remember that no matter what, there's always, always, always someone who's worse off than you, and who actually would give anything to have what you have, and who you are in a position to help. me in my life, for all my challenges that always help me, just remembering that. Every morning, really, that you get to wake up and you get to breathe, smell, and taste, and walk around, that in and of itself is enough to feel nothing but gratitude in life. Because that is purely a gift and something that can go away so quickly, as you all are very aware. We need to all stop complaining about the things we don't have, the things on our body that we think is to this or to that. We need to instead put our energy towards being grateful for the things that we do have, and to, with everything we have, figure out how to do the absolute most with what we have. This lesson I learned from my amazing mother, who's in the crowd here, all the way from South Africa. She is a master of doing the best with what she has. We didn't have a lot of money as a kid growing up, and my mom was a single mom, and at times holding down 3 jobs just to get by. We didn't live in the nicest areas or homes, but our home, no matter what, was always cozy and clean. We always were able to take advantage of the opportunities around us, and somehow, which I still don't understand today, with the very little she had left over, she still managed to help those around her. She did so very much with so little. And this instilled to me this very notion, an almost obligation, to squeeze every ounce of everything I have out of it. And to take and to fully exhaust every opportunity that is available to me at every moment in time. I did that here in Blanchette. I pretty much was involved in most of the things you can get involved in. And as was mentioned, I was able to start this project in my senior year teacher campaign. And I'm not mentioning this to brag or anything. I am simply mentioning this because this moment in time of this decision of being grateful for what I had, being part of the school and being in this community that's affluent and supportive of one another, being grateful for that, and then to one step further take that I had and to make the absolute best out of it and also help others. This decision changed my life forever. And everything that was listed here to you guys, the awards, the great experiences that I've had, when people ask me, how did you do that? How did this happen? It literally every single time traces back to Blanchette and to this simple decision to help others. I've truly seen in my life that when you help others with the very little you have, out of the goodness of your heart, not for the expectation of getting something, receiving an award or anything like that, but just out of the goodness of your heart, what you have gets multiplied every time. And before you know it, one thing leads to another, and you're sitting on a stage with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And that's honestly the moments that I've had, and I've just realized, every time tracing it back, it goes back to that decision I made. The part I did not mention is, right when I moved to Blanchette at the beginning of my sophomore year, I just got into school. I had my taste of what it feels like to lose absolutely everything. As a result of the wrong woman, my dad literally at age 42 lost everything he had ever worked for in his life. We were completely bankrupt. We were being evicted out of our house. And it was truly due to the grace of God and the kindness of a Blanchette family that took us in to live with them in their house for a year and a half that I'm even able to stand here today. And so during this time, I wasn't even living with my dad. He was living in another location. I was living in their house. I had every right, I guess, to feel sorry for myself at that point in time. But I just realized it's just a complete waste of time. Why waste energy feeling sorry for myself, focusing on the things I don't have, the things we lost? I instead realized that the best I could do at that moment in time, and really every moment in time, is to realize what I do have and to use the absolute, do everything in my power to make the most of what I have. I did this. I focused on my studies. I was very involved in Bloodshed. I really threw myself into community service, and actually through helping others, I really got a sense of empowerment and, being able to be in a position where I can help others. And really everything just flowed from there. Next thing I knew, I had a full ride to UW. A teacher nominated me for that Philanthropist of the Year award, and everything just happened one after the other. But again, goes back to the decision of being grateful for what you have, realizing really what you have, and doing everything you can to squeeze every little ounce out of it. I really want to encourage you guys to do that. You have your 20s coming up. It's a time of fun, excitement, setbacks, disappointments, overwhelmment, but it's just the most amazing time of your life. And I really, really encourage you guys to, at every moment in time, just make the absolute best out of it. Take advantage of every opportunity that's around you, and better yourself and better those around you with it. So, class of 2016, in summary, my message to you is this. Remember your faith, whether that's God or higher power or yourself. Remain as open-minded as possible in life. Listen to your gut and choose the path that's right for you. Be resilient and even welcome challenges and hardship, because those just simply make you stronger. And most importantly, don't waste time about pondering on things you don't have. Instead, be grateful for what you have and figure out how to make the best out of it. Class of 2016, I want to congratulate you on the close of a very important chapter in your life and the start of one of the most amazing chapters of your life ahead. Grab it by the horns and remember, it's not about the destination always. It's about the journey. So stay focused, but also remember to have fun. I leave you with two of my favorite quotes. The one is my own class of 2007 quote, which was, "One day your life will flash in front of your eyes. Make it worth watching." And the other quote is my grandma's favorite quote. And that is, "You only live once. But if you do it right, once is enough." Thank you, class of 2016.
Thank you, Nandi. At this time, our senior choir members will come to the front and will sing the school's alma mater under the direction of Dr. Twine McDonald. Thank you, students, Mr. Richards, and Dr. McDonald. A number of student awards were presented at the Louisiana Assembly, which was held last week. Tonight, however, we present our highest awards to our graduates. As award winners are named, please proceed to the stage. We'll begin with our academic awards. Ms. Megan Nichols, the academic vice principal, will present our valedictorian and salutatorian award winners with their medals.
As a valedictorian, the student needs to achieve the highest grade point average during their 7 semesters at Bishop Blanchett High School. The student must also have met the following criteria. They should have taken 4 years of math, 3 years of foreign language and science, and have taken at least one AP or honors level course during grades 11 and 12. They also must have exhibited exemplary conduct throughout their tenure at school. This year, there are 3 valedictorians for the class of 2016. All of these students have earned a perfect 4.0 GPA for their first 7 semesters at Bishop Blanchett High School. Please approach the stage when your name is called. Madeline Bolivar. Molly Henley. And Nicole Vanderpool. Second highest cumulative grade point average for 7 semesters of high school studies. The salutatorian for the class of 2016, 2 of them. They've earned a cumulative GPA of 3.998. We have 2 salutatorians here. Please join me in congratulating Lily D. Pedro. Now, the students heard a little bit about this at Moving on Assembly already, so bear with me, but I think it's important for family and friends to have the opportunity to hear about these amazing young people beyond the numbers that go in their GPA. Madeline is consistently prepared, she's thoughtful and contemplative, she's profoundly insightful, she's always dependable, always helping others. She is very disciplined and one of the hardest workers we as a staff have ever known. Molly is a natural leader who is generous with her time and talents. She is always willing to help others and achieves at the highest level with a bright smile. She speaks up when others won't and listens without judgment. She is funny, friendly, fiery, and fair. Nicole is an incredible writer, having both insight and flair. She has a quiet wit and employs a strong work ethic. She works well with her peers and has a wicked sense of humor. She synthesizes material on a level that simply cannot be taught in the classroom. Lily's success as a student is a combination of competence and effort. Her organizational and time management skills are superb. She is enthusiastic, loves learning and conquering new material. She takes so much pride in what she does. Tabitha's teachers describe her as an extremely diligent and fastidious worker. She doesn't simply complete tasks. According to her teachers, she perfects tasks. She always has a smile on her face, which is appropriate because she's a true joy to teach. She always gives 100% for herself and her classmates. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. Please join me one more time in congratulating our valedictorian. giving our welcoming address as a salutatorian. And one of our valedictorians will now be giving the valedictory, that is the bidding, the goodbye, the farewell. At this time, please welcome Molly to deliver her address.
Friends, family, friends, lend me your ears. We are glad that today has finally come. It is June 3rd, 2016, and we are graduating from Bishop Blanchette High School. Looking back today, it is easy to feel like these last few years have flown by quickly. This, however, would be a discredit to all the times we wondered if we could make it through another 80-minute class period. As we all learned, we could sit through another class period, even if we fell asleep. Today is the day where this patience and endurance is recognized. So this is it. We have finished our high school years. Before we move on, it is important to recognize the success we have achieved during this time. When I was writing this speech, the night before the first draft was due, I struggled with the idea of success. So of course, I Googled it all. The first definition of success that came up was the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. This definition is obviously very vague. For some of you, this could mean achieving fame and fortune. For others, success could be anything from protecting the environment to competing in the Olympics. As it turns out, I did not need to look far for examples of success. In fact, all I needed to do was to turn to my classmates. All of you here today are examples of success. Even though we have a mere count of 182 students, and we barely fill up one section of the bleachers during the assemblies, it is quality over quantity that counts. Despite our small number, the class of 2016 is full of extremely talented athletes, artists, thespians, students, and much more. Having so many talented people in our class made Tradition Week an exciting time. We were always able to win so many of the competitions and games against the other classes. This year, we officially won. We're not trying to imply that our class should have won junior year as well, but our class should have won Tradition Week junior year as well. Our class has seen many accomplishments in our years. From our spectacular theater productions to the football team finally beating O'Day on our field under the lights. We have also gotten to know each other better during the course of these years. We participated in our school activities and on our amazing retreats like Kairos. We will all undoubtedly remember certain events of high school better than the next person, depending on who we are and what we experienced. However, it will be hard to forget the precious moments we shared with our classmates Molly and Nick. Through the heartbreak we encountered, we've learned to love and accept each other more fully. It is important to recognize all of the people who have gotten us to this point in our lives. Teachers, you've been successful in challenging us and inspiring us. You are the reason we are worthy of receiving our big diploma today and our real ones in the mail in the near future. Most importantly, thank you for getting to know us as people. Parents and guardians, you've been successful in creating the opportunity for us students to graduate. We thank you for an opportunity to attend the greatest Catholic high school in the Seattle area. Your support and love is reflected in this community. In reviewing the success of all of those who sit before me, I Googled success again. I liked what I found in second search much better. Philosopher Orison Barden once stated, success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered, and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. It does not matter the end goal we have in mind. As long as we continue to persevere after every time we fail, we will accomplish great things. This is ultimately what the success of the class of 2016 is all about. And I am lucky and proud to be part of this group. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2016.
Thank you, Molly. In addition to our academic awards, we have several special awards that reflect our mission of faith, scholarship, and service. The St. Thomas Apostle Award will be presented by Mr. Sean Gaskell, who will be representing the campus ministry team.
the Apostle Award is given to a young woman and a young man who exemplify the mission of Bishop Blanchette High School in faith life formation. St. Thomas the Apostle, or Doubting Thomas, showed us a relatable side of faith. Just as Thomas followed Jesus, asked questions, and ultimately dedicated his life to sharing his faith with others, so too have the nominees for this award. Our first recipient demonstrates that faith can be joyfully implemented into all areas of life. She is a quiet leader who shares her passion for Catholicism through her life and laughter, through her love and laughter. She is proud of her identity as a Catholic and enthusiastically shares it with others. Whether she is ministering to her peers in a formal leadership position or supporting them through difficult times, she treats those around her with compassion and gentleness. She makes time for her faith both at school and at her parish. She has made great contributions to the Bishop Blanchette campus ministry as a lector, choir member, and a leader on retreats, including Brave Plunge, Junior Retreat, Freshman Day of Service, and Kairos. Her teachers have this to say about her. She has left a great impression on me. I appreciate her positive energy when she comes to class. No matter what we are covering, I can always count on her to participate positively, work well with others, and have a smile on her face. What first comes to mind is her kindness. She has a sincere friendliness about her that shows the minute she walks in the room. She is also incredibly helpful. When a fellow student needs something clarified, she will quietly reach across the aisle and help with an explanation. She is aware of the needs of others and doesn't hesitate to help. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Adriana Romero. Our next recipient is a young man who exemplifies what it means to dedicate oneself to faith, scholarship, and service. He strives to treat everyone he meets with respect and sincerity. He takes his many commitments seriously and allows his faith to play a role in his decisions and actions, whether it's on the field, in the hallways, and as a leader. His participation in ND Vision, the NPH trip to Guatemala, and his role as captain of the Cross Retreat demonstrates his passion for living out his Catholic faith. His teachers offer the following thoughts. His easygoing attitude and ability to make others feel heard and appreciated reflect the way he prioritizes respect and compassion. He is someone who inspires others to be serious and reflect during one moment and dances the Jesus jive with absolute abandon the next. His laughter, kindness, and honesty bring life to the faith to which he is so committed. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Edwin Cordova.
Aquinas Award will be presented by Ms. Megan Nichols, the academic vice principal.
All right, I'm back. So, the St. Thomas Aquinas Award is named in honor and recognition of St. Thomas Aquinas' contributions to scholarship, faith, and teaching. St. Thomas Aquinas was a Dominican priest who lived in Italy during the Middle Ages. He was given the honorary title of Doctor Angelicus and has had a great influence on Western philosophy and theology. Thomas was also a model student and teacher. The first student receiving this award is a tremendous yet humble leader. He has served on senior pilgrimage and was part of the Frost Retreat Core Group. His work is consistently of a high standard, and he's a fantastic public speaker. He brings a can-do attitude to his academic work as he strives for educated, ethical, active citizenship. He witnesses his faith with eloquence, pride, and sincerity. He steps up for challenges when he is called and is open to putting himself into new situations and stepping out of his comfort zone. He encourages his peers by modeling enthusiasm and dedication, and has such a genuine personality. His works and actions always demonstrate sacrifice, respect, and responsibility. Congratulations to Noah Trainer. This award has exemplified scholarship, faith, and teaching in innumerable ways. This young woman is sincerely kind to all students, regardless of any social group. She is patient, unrelenting, and calming when she works as a peer tutor. She gives 100% to all classwork, academics, and activities. She was the model mentor in the Brave Connection program. In her academic endeavors, she's thorough and insightful. Her enthusiasm for learning drives her to reach deeper into subjects and seeing conceptual connections to greater ideas. She is studious and a self-starter. She is always positive and upbeat, and every action we've seen has been accompanied with a laugh and a huge smile. She has faced adversity through injury, but has not let it impact her focus in the classroom or on the field. This young woman is the rarest of leaders. She leads by a quiet, unassuming example. She is a model of sincerity and integrity. Please join me in congratulating Laura Hardy.
Vice Principal of Activities, Mr. Chuck Ocean, will present the St. Thomas More Leadership Awards.
The St. Thomas More Leadership Award, named for the Chancellor of England under Henry VIII. This award involves the strength of conviction and moral integrity that St. Thomas More exhibited in word and in deed as a leader in England during that age. The young man selected for this award is a gentle soul, and his presence makes our school community a better place. His leadership skills are molded every moment of every day. He is kind to all. He shares a welcoming smile that makes you feel at ease and welcome in the halls of Blanchette. His leadership in the classroom is reflected by his 3.843 GPA. He has served as a sophomore and junior class president, captain of the speech and debate team, where he qualified for the nationals as a junior and this year. for speech and debate, and he serves as crew head for this year's musical marketing team. I think the most unique and most special act of leadership I've witnessed over his 4 years has been the effort that he has made to sit at a different lunch table every day this year. He did so in order to get to know everyone, to listen to the ideas and voices of the student body, but most of all to demonstrate the fact that leadership is not for his personal benefit, but for the benefit of those you serve. In his own words, he states, "I have used the last 4 years to lead by example, and every day I try to display positive values and ethical behavior. I have attempted to uphold the morality that a leader should demonstrate." When his teachers were asked to describe who Mr. Pierce said, "He's an amazing young man, whether working on a class project, leading an all-school assembly, or speaking to parents and prospective students. He has a take charge attitude and always strives for perfection." I want to thank this young man for teaching us how to be better leaders. Please join me in congratulating our St. Thomas Award, the young man, Mr. Eric Nielsen. I've lost many arguments to that young man. I want to thank his mom and dad for instilling that in him. This young woman brightens the room when she walks in. She is a positive force, extremely generous with her time, and is always kind to everyone around her. Students and faculty alike are always greeted with a smile when they encounter her. She truly cares for all the students in our school, not just her own circle of friends, because I think that's everyone in the school. No one need to question her authenticity when she greets them or asks them, "How are you doing today?" During her 4 years at Blanchette, she has demonstrated her leadership as a Kairos retreat leader, Rosh Welcome Core leader, senior class appeal, was a mentor for the Freshman Welcome Great Connection program, served as a student ambassador. She was captain of her freshman volleyball team in 2014. She has been on the BBHS cheer squad for 2 years and was selected to be one of the captains this year. She volunteers for Ronald McDonald House, Northwest Harvest, St. Bridget's Sunday School, and choreographs jazz and tap and ballet for All That Jazz Dance Studio. She described her years at BBHS. She replied, "I love Blanchette, and to be a part of the community as a leader has been a privilege. Encouraging someone to count their blessings, bringing a positive smile to all, and tapping others to use their strength for the benefit of the community are small key results of what I have brought to our great world." When her teachers were asked how they would describe her, Ms. McGovern said, "She is spirited, energetic, and incredibly generous with her time. She uses her honesty and kindness to help and empower others." This was shared by almost every one of her teachers that sent me an email. Her cumulative GPA is 3.471 over 4 years, and while juggling a very busy life both in and outside of BBHS. Please join me in congratulating our second St. Thomas Award winner, Meg Corey.
Mr. Corey Erickson, the Fine Arts Chair, should present the Performing Arts Awards.
The Board of Chair Performing Arts Award is presented each year to a young woman and man who best exemplifies talent, leadership, dedication, and a consistent work ethic in the performing arts. To be considered for this award, students must have been actively involved in performing arts for all 4 years of their high school career at Bishop Blanchette, as well as demonstrated high academic achievements. Over the last 4 years, our first award winner has been a part of every Blanchette choir except men's choir. She has been a part of the liturgy team, helping to plan school masses and singing as a cantor and soloist. She has been in the orchestra for 3 years and has helped recruit multiple others to join this group as well. Her love for music pulled her into drama productions. She was involved in 3 musicals, 2 of them in the orchestra, and she was a publicity crew head of this year's fall play. One of her teachers has described her as dedicated, committed, focused, and quietly courageous. Please help me congratulate Sarah Fesselon. Our second award winner has also been involved in choir, orchestra, and drama. He has been in 9 theater productions at Bishop Blanchette, including 4 musicals, 2 plays, and 3 one-act festivals. He has completed with the improv team and has been captain for 2 years. He has sung in Blanchette choirs, including the jazz choir and vocal ensemble for 3 years. As a senior, he joined the orchestra, and one-act play he directed garnered multiple awards, including Best Director and Best Play. One of his teachers described him as spontaneous, joyful, and fiercely creative. Please help me congratulate Mike Lamb.
George Monica, Director of Athletics, will present the Scholar Athlete Awards.
Each year, the athletic department selects one senior girl and one senior boy to receive the Ed Fennell Scholar Athlete Award. This award goes to those 2 seniors who have best balanced the 2 very different disciplines of athletics and academics. The award is named in honor of Ed Fennell, a great teacher and coach here at Blanchette, and it is very appropriately named in his honor because he was always somebody who encouraged his students and athletes to excel at everything that they did. Not to be just good at one thing, but in his words, to become a whole person. We have some outstanding student athletes in this class. I think we probably have more nominations for this award this year than any other year that I can remember. All of our 6 finalists are very deserving of this award, and it was difficult to choose our 2 winners. Our young lady this year is somebody who, wow, 4.0 student, led her 4 years in track, 4 years in cross country. Molly Young. Our young man this year is very similar to Molly in the sense that they were great athletes and great students, but maybe what separated them were the intangible things. Their coaches talked about, their teachers talked about, their leadership, their inspiring other people, and maybe more than anything else, always putting their team first versus putting themselves first. For our boys this year, 3-year letterman in football, 3-year letterman in baseball, Adam Grinovich.
To all of our 2016 award winners and the finalists for all of those awards.
graduation ceremony, we take a special opportunity to honor Molly Conley and Nick Hawk, two members of the class of 2016 who have passed into eternal life during their time in our community. Molly Conley and Nick Hawk, who in their time with us, among their classmates and fellow Braves, each contributed in their own unique and meaningful ways, touching our lives forever. To honor their commitment as outstanding students, to recognize their commitment to their classmates and friends, to acknowledge their dedication to their studies, their teams, and activities, and to honor their commitment to this entire school community, we present tonight honorary diplomas, recognizing their place forever among this class of 2016, recognizing their place forever in the hearts of their classmates and this entire Bishop Blanchette community. As we invite their families forward to receive these diplomas, I invite each of us, as classmates, as parents, as teachers, coaches, and friends, to stand together in love and support, to stand together in faith and hope, to honor Mary Claire Molly Conley and Nicholas Benjamin Hawk forever as beloved members of this class of 2016. Please join me in recognizing Molly and his families as we present the honorary diplomas. Diplomas for the class of 2016 shall be conferred. Bishop Blanchette President, Mr. Antonio DeSapio, and I shall present the students their diplomas. Ms. Megan Nichols, Academic Vice Principal, shall assist. A listing of honors and scholarships for each student is listed in your program. Please review that as we're going through the names. The wearing of the medallion and cord shows 2 graduation honors. Graduates who are lifetime members of the NHS National Honor Society wear the medallion. To receive this recognition, a student must first earn 5 first honors 5 times through the end of their 7th semester. Those students who have earned 3.5 to 3.788 cumulative grade point average in 7 semesters and are graduating with academic honors will wear the single cord. Those students who have earned 3.8 to 4.0 cumulative grade point average and are graduating with highest honors will wear the double cord. Teachers, Ms. Rachel McGovern and Mr. Kobe McGill shall escort the graduates. Faculty members, Mr. Stephen Russell and Ms. Llewellyn McGahey, will announce each graduate's name.
Trisha Avila.
Isaac Abraham.
Dashay Christina Alexander.
Michael Andrew Ballinger.
Clinton Allen Jr.
Oliver Patchy Anderson.
Shannon Mejia Antolin.
Lauren Genevieve Augustavo.
Joseph Neal Otter.
Tommy Caruso Ayala.
Kyle Richard Bach.
Carolyn Grace Baldwin.
Taylor McCurdy Barnes.
Robert Charles Ferris.
Meredith Delaney Beach.
Connor Patrick Bennett.
Zoria Janice Berry.
Gabriel Elliott Briggs. Please, once again, congratulate this group of 2016 graduates. Congratulations.
Sierra Madison Smith Brown.
Garrett Henry Brown.
Finley McDonald Bruce.
Grace Ann Butnick.
Maxon Michael Chapin.
Constantine Anastasios Christopoulos.
Catherine Mary Christensen.
Jordan Anthony Noble Bavaria.
Charles Thomas Valenti.
Stephen Ross Collins.
Cameron Patrick Cooper.
Cordova, Florida.
Austin Lee Cornell.
Margaret Ann Corey.
Emily Catherine Cunningham.
Denisa Basilio Dakianen.
Amanda Marie Durr.
Saron Deska. And congratulations to this group of graduates.
Taylor Marie Dunhart.
Lily Marie DiPietro.
Molly Lee Dixon.
Truly Clark Dorland.
Matthew James Dowden.
Sophia Sam Elnamer.
Kayla Yip Lin Eng.
Lee Claire Erickson.
Kyle Dominic Falcone.
Tabitha Erica Martin.
Sarah Pereira Fessalon.
Allison U. Fiorini.
Jonathan Patrick Flanagan.
Andrew Eric Fletcher.
Kayla Ann Font.
Teresa Rose Foster.
Alexander Norman Freeman.
Joseph Alexander French. And one more congratulations to this group of graduates.
Yu Xiong Gao.
Hannah Elizabeth Garcia.
Nia Gardner.
Samuel Earl Gardner.
Marta Louisa Jolini.
Joseph William Verona.
Madeline Kate Gulliver.
Audrey Maureen Graham.
Adam Matthew Grenowitz.
Christian Jory Hammond.
Gabrielle Marie Hampson.
Haley Marie Hartwick.
Molly Teresa Henley.
Caroline Elizabeth Penn.
Lauren Gallatin Herbert.
Peter Edward Hogan.
Cooper James Honeyman.
Ryan Edmund Howard. Congratulations to this group of graduates.
Giovanni Michael Jarrett.
Austin Lee John.
Jelani Dupree Johnson.
Daniel Joseph Jones.
Zachary Michael Calusas.
Kylie Elizabeth Kaplan.
Iran Miasan Casa.
Julia Ann Kelly.
Bella Jane Kemp.
Nicholas Shaven Kennedy.
William Weller Kirby.
Kayla Taylor Noblin.
Aaron Moret Corhummel.
Katya Evilhart Legacy.
Emery Margaret Larson.
Evan Kathleen Larson.
Peter William Lepo.
Carter Levis. Congratulations to this group of instructors.
Rebecca Long.
Robert Paul Lorenzen.
Shailene Luo.
Claire Marie Manley.
Shelby Merritt.
Laura Michelle Marty.
Kiriana May McCoy.
Catherine Lee Mead Smith.
Sarah Ann Mead Smith.
Giuseppe Pignataro Mele.
Michael Alejandro Mendoza.
Kyle Thomas Mentel.
Alexander Mark Merriwell.
Riley James Monroe.
Alexis Ann Morgan.
Chloe Samantha Papos Morris.
Catherine Ann Murphy.
Monica Jane McGough. Congratulations, graduates.
Elizabeth Jean Marcella Nelson.
Georgina Maylin Newcomb.
Jack Michael Newman.
Christine Ann Newen.
Jacinta Maria Quinn.
P. Huang Nguyen.
Eric Lowry Nielsen.
Madeline Ruby Nielsen.
Riley William Twist Noonan. Molly Catherine O'Connor.
Kathleen Ann Odling.
Aaron Chen O'Donnell.
Julia Perez Alicia.
Peter Jonathan O'Connell.
Tasha Alexandra O'Million.
Carissa Nicole Osborne.
Devin Madigan Hollis. Congratulations, graduates.
Isabella Nicole Peruga.
Haley May Peterson.
Christian T. Peterson.
Jamie Renee Petrie.
Jeffrey Tyler Petcho.
Isabella Portuguese.
Sarah Catherine Pritchett.
Diana Rose Ine Brunel.
Clarissa Guadalupe Ramirez.
Abigail Rose Ranta.
Roger Luke Riley.
Jack Bernard Rowell.
Samuel Gregory Robertson.
Caroline Brookings Rowe.
Jeffrey Daniel Rogers.
Aaron James Romano.
Adriana Romero.
Tegan Howard Rowley. Congratulations, graduates.
Francesca Grace Rosa.
Jordan Marin Celine.
Jacqueline Marty Savage.
Aiden Erickson Sharp.
John Joseph Shepherd IV.
Charles William Schoaf.
Zachary Daniel Shugart.
Laura Elizabeth Simmons.
Sophie L. Slider.
Carter Newell Smith.
Claire Ruth Snorsky.
Letha Madison Starks.
Maximilian Nielsen Stoic.
Alexander Robert Sorgar.
Katie Lauren Strecker.
Eli Benjamin Sylvia Lord.
Bree Edward Foley.
Samson Joseph Toro. Congratulations, graduates.
Noah Joseph Trainer.
O'Shea Trujillo.
Bahati Anduvate Oweka.
Rilla Grace Van Loo.
Nicole Marie Vandenhoek.
Alexa Suzanne Vecchio.
Parker Davis Verhoff.
Danielle Dominique Patos Victor.
Caitlin Lexi Wade.
John Philip Ward.
Alexander Young T. William.
Jennifer Catherine Williams.
Sheila Freya Williams.
James Alexander Williamson.
Grant Dante Wilson.
Wick.
Annie Elizabeth Wright.
Eaton Nicholas Zimbelman.
Sandra Marie Zink.
Amelia Juliet Zatoli. And congratulations to our last row of graduates.
In closing now, we wish to thank the following: all of our speakers for their inspiring words, our vocalists and instrumental musicians for their beautiful music, our students and staff who assisted us in the details of tonight's ceremony, the parents, family, and friends who have loved and supported our graduates these past 4 years and beyond, the faculty and staff of Bishop Blanchette High School who have so graciously given of their talents and of themselves to these young people. Thank you for celebrating the class of 2016 with us tonight. There will be a reception in the quad immediately following tonight's event. Graduates are reminded to be in the cafeteria 45 minutes from now for the last instructions. And now, as we prepare to complete these commencement exercises, faculty, please line up as the recessional victory tunnel for our graduates at this time. And the band, one last fight song, please. As you know, from your past 4 years here, we end every school day with a blessing rather than a bell. Since this is truly your final school day as a BBHS student, we, your community, shall confer a final blessing upon you. Parents and friends, please extend your hands as I give the Irish blessing. In honor and support of all of our current and former members of the class of 2016. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. And now, graduates, if you could please stand. Or it's not real. On behalf of Bishop Blanchette High School, the Superintendent of Catholic Schools in the Archdiocese of Seattle, and the Office of the State Superintendent of Public Instruction for the State of Washington, it is with immense pride that I present to all of us in attendance the awesome graduating class of 2016.